Hi, everybody. Sorry we had technical difficulties. The computer just went out on us, and that seems to be a regular program over here. I'm sorry for having our problems today. So, hope you guys are with us still. Ocean's Pit. Today is Tuesday, the 24th of January, and let's just start off with the right way here, folks, to get to our sponsors, the most important part of the day, folks. So let's thank our good friends. Ocean's Pit is brought to you by our sponsors from the Norwich Ace Hardware and Displays Ace Hardware. Remember, they've been helping neighbors before there were neighborhoods. That's right, folks. Ace Hardware Displays and Ace Hardware Norwich. Now, if you're in the Norwich area, the address there is 8330 West Lawrence Avenue. Go there. We're going to be there February 18th doing a live remote on the 18th. If you're in the Des Plaines area, we'll be at 1175 Lee Street. So there's two locations here for this Ace Hardware. So make sure you check it out. Buy local and shop local. Thanks to our good friends Raffaello and Jackie. And we got more information on that as we go along. Ace Hardware. That's, man, I love it. Buy local, shop local. All right, everybody. Like I said, sorry that we had a little bit of all six of you that are watching. We had a little bit of the computer just stopped, so it's trying to reboot, and sometimes that happens. Unfortunately, it happens more than we would like it to. But thank you guys for sticking around today as much as you can. Now, tomorrow we'll be at Mojo's Rosario's in Roselle with Mojo's Jukebox. It's an unplugged show tomorrow. Old time rock and roll, 70s, 80s, and 90s, completely different things. So come on out, have a little great food, and watch the show tomorrow. Thursday, I'm making my debut at the Rosebud in Lamont with Tony Toto. That's going to be a lot of fun. Friday, we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Jeff Dubray. And Saturday, we'll be at Taverna on Division in Melrose with Tony Toto, Tony Toto, Jeff Dubray, and Daniela Croco from the Jersey Girls. Now, that's going to be Saturday. So we're excited about that. I hope you guys are having a great day, everybody. Again, Tuesday, we're just joining us. We had a little bit problem with the computer. It's just part of the scam. I don't know what's going on. We're going to try to make things better. But this happens at least a couple of times a month. It's an old laptop we're working on. We got a brand new iPad. We're changing a couple things as we go along. So we are sorry for the inconvenience. Don't forget, folks, February 18th, our CD release party. I heard I had a good time. It's going to be Saturday the 18th. It's going to be at the Club Arcada Speakeasy. Go to oshows.com for tickets. Danny, it's going to be Danny Ramundi, Tony Toto, yours truly. Rhino Ryan's going to be there. The lovely Regina Karma. Ronnie B. Elvis will be joining us. And we got some more special guests for that. Plus, you get a chance to get the copy of the new CD, I heard I had a good time. So I'm excited about that. A lot of good things happening today. It's a sun is shining, so it's good. Sorry, that's interesting stuff we got today. So let's get to it. Let's say hello to some people who might have got on. Hello, Jill, Erica, Provenzano, General, Speakeasy. How you doing? Hi, Lilia. How are you doing, honey? Long time no see. Danny Ramondi, Kathy Ramondi. Isn't that the 16th? Yes, I'm sorry. The 16th. February 16th, Thursday, will be at the Norwich Ace Hardware. Sorry, once I get I'm off my rack now. Once this, I'm ready to go to show at 12 o'clock, and then when this happens, you kind of lose all your much. So I'm trying to get back into it. So bear with me, folks. Erica, how you doing? Norwich rocks. Yes, it does. Jill, how are you doing, honey? Thank you. Helen Tenuta. Hello, Albert. I just want to say, yesterday we went to a funeral, Johnny Coconato's funeral. They're the owners of Johnny Coco's in Lombard. Me and Laura went, and sad, 61 years old, great guy, great sense of humor. He used to watch our show all the time. Used to come up under the name Fred Harper. Um, and just a great guy, cigar smoker, Italian guy. Johnny Coco's in Lombard, great place, great food. So make sure you check it out. Yes, Tony Todd, I'll see you tonight for a special private party. I've been hired to do a lot of parties, folks, but this is a party I'm going in singing 6 songs and then doing happy birthday. That's it. Me and Tony Toto tonight at Donnie G's about 5:45. The girl walks in. It's a surprise. I don't think she's watching the show, so I won't lose the surprise. Anyway, how you doing? Great. And yes, it's been a long time. I come to performance. I hope to see you too. It's been a long time since Jilly's and the joint. I remember the joint. We used to have a lot of fun there. All right, so a lot of things going on. Very, very important. Don't forget, April 23rd will be the St. Jude's benefit at the Des Plaines Theater. Nick Sahajas and Phyllis Sahajas putting a little bit of country, a little bit of rock and roll together for that show. Oshows.com. It's going to be a lot of fun. Good cause, to make money for a good cause. It's going to be a great event. A lot of great talent. And also then, also at the Des Plaines Theater, April 30th, Ocean's Rat Pack will be making its debut there at the Des Plaines Theater for the first time. Full show, Ocean's Rat Pack, Bill Saratella as Frank, Elliot Winbush as Sammy, and a special guest opening the show, the great Jack D'Amico. So it's a lot of Rat Pack swing stuff. Oshows.com, April 30th. I'm excited about that. March 19th is a brand new Des Plaines rock and roll date, folks, at the Des Plaines Theater. Get this, Mojo's Jukebox, Moe's Dream Police, that's right, and Triangle Park. That's 3 bands in one. It's a Sunday, March 19th. Go to oshows.com. I'm excited to do that kind of stuff, so it's good. People ask me, Tony, the craziness. Good afternoon, Yvette. I hope you're doing well. Voice is getting better, folks, but it's still not 100%. Get that like I'm holding a bag of rocks in my throat. So I don't know. It is what it is. It's 2023. It's starting off. 2022 is great. Going into this year so far, I'm telling you, I got a toothache. I got an earache. My throat's gone. Just crazy. But anything is good. So, again, our prayers go out to the Coconato family yesterday. It was at Salerno's in Roselle. It was great seeing Michael from Hardcore Italians. It was great seeing Bobby Hitz, of course. And, unfortunately, happy birthday, Barb. Yeah, that's right. I did. Becky, I mentioned that yesterday. Happy birthday, Barb Giordano. Of course, the wife of my good buddy, Johnny. I hope you're doing well. Kathy, I hope you're doing well. My voice sounds like that, like Demi Moore. Yes, it does. Yeah, I remember when she first started. Remember Demi Moore when she had that raspy voice? Yeah, very cool. All right, people ask me, Tony, what is it you? You're up and down. You're crazy sometimes. What is it? And I'm saying, in my defense, I was always left unsupervised. Growing up as a kid, I was in my own world. Did you ever have that? See, a lot of people now these days, it's different, but maybe it isn't. Maybe people these days, when they're growing up and doing what they're doing. When I was a young kid, we were out all the time. You can leave the house. You can do this. You went to go play baseball, fast pitching, or shoot some hoops, or whatever the hell we did. Make trouble. And like I said, my old man was always working at night. My dad was working at night, and my mother was at home. So there was really no, I don't know. I lived in an imaginary world growing up as a kid. And, back then it was kind of cool. Just you. We are human. Thank you, Lillian. I appreciate that. And I don't know if it's that way now. I think the kids might be that way too. Some kids, you grow up, if you're not fit into that right core of people, and if you're not hip and you don't have that, it can be kind of crazy for kids growing up. Sometimes they get lonely and they're alone, and they don't belong to a little group of people, or they don't have any hobbies or something. It's very tough to be growing up, I think, this day and age, compared to when I was younger. Same with me, always outside, right, Jill? Absolutely, absolutely. If speaking outside and speaking of trying to get out of the house, there's a lot of things you guys can do, and it's free. And it's not free all the time. But the Field Museum, listen to this Field Museum. I love the Field Museum. If you're ever going to go out there, folks, they got free days. They got January 25th, which is Wednesday, and January 31st. You can go to the Field Museum free of charge. Also in February, they have the 1st, 7th, 8th, 14th, 15th, and 20th. These are dates that you can go at the Field Museum, no charge. If you like the planets and the stars, the Adler Planetarium on Wednesday, the 25th, which is tomorrow, you can go for free. Also, the 1st, 18th, and the 25th of February. Those are other days that you can go for free at the Adler Planetarium. The Art Institute, you can go Monday through Friday. That's very cool. The 9th, and tomorrow, anywhere between January 9th to March 24th, you can go free every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. That's the Art Institute. So there's a lot of things out there. The Museum of Science and Industry, love that. January 25th, you can get in for free. January 30th and January 31st, free. And then, of course, the Shed Aquarium, very, very cool too. So there are dates in February and January that you can go to these great places for free. And that's great these days. Everybody's trying to save money. Great thing. Go over there. They try to have something new every day. You learn something new when you don't. Joanne, I'm trying to get better. Thank you, honey. I'm a social butterfly. You live in your own world. Yes, I do. Yes, General. Hope to see you soon. I still got your birthday gift. Me and Laura's gift we got for you. We're waiting for you. Excuse me. So, love that stuff. Go out and support it. It's a lot of fun. Couple other things. Let's get down to some nitty gritty here. President Joe Biden and son Hunter Biden will be the first time a father duo in the presidential history, the first time the president of the United States, Joe Biden, and his son Hunter Biden are being investigated at the same time, according to Fox. A lot of stuff is unraveling here, folks. It's going to make you wonder what's going to be happening in the months to come. First father-son duo being investigated by the FBI and stuff. Interesting. Yes. All right, folks. This is crazy. Like I said, there's stuff that happens in this world. Listen to this. A woman got wasted at the Marilyn Manson concert. Now, I've never been to one of those concerts, but anyway, they said she blew up. She was so wasted that she blew up $15 million worth of property. Now she is suing the company, saying that she was overserved. Well, we probably have all at one particular time been overserved in the restaurants or bars. Now, to be honest with you, you guys know if you go into your favorite watering spot, your favorite bar, they know who you are. The bartenders know who you are. They give you a little extra pour. Sometimes they think that they're doing you a favor, but sometimes they're not doing you a favor. They're trying to be cool. They're trying to be nice because you're a regular and you're in there all the time and they know you are. So they try to give you that, But sometimes I think it gets you in a lot of trouble. So you have to be careful on that. Love my Donald. Yes, too. Who cares? Trump is Lillian. Trump is happy. You're right. But what I'm trying to say is, so you can't always blame. It's not really the bartender's fault. I work in a bar every night of the week. You were the one who's supposed to say, "Well, this is a little too strong. Can you make it a little light?" But this lady who supposedly ruined $15 million in property, that's going to be trouble. I'm sure they're going to figure something out. Look at all these birthdays coming up, folks. A lot of birthdays. Let's get to it. This is birthdays of the last maybe 3 days. I'm still trying to catch up with the week I was off. Roger Miller, the great king of the road. I go away alone. Ah, God, sounds horrible. Jimmy Bain from the Dio rock and roll band celebrates a birthday, everybody. Michael Hutchinson, former lead singer of INXS, passed away many years ago, celebrates a birthday. J. Carrol Naish, a great character actor, celebrates a birthday. Uh, Melvin Gale, from the cello player for the band ELO, celebrates a birthday today. Telly Savalas, hey, who's looking at you, baby? Kraka from Kojak celebrates a birthday today. Robert Weston Smith, better known as Wolfman Jack, celebrates a birthday. Hey, Wolfman, all right, all right, all right. Starting to sound like the Wolfman right now. Wolfman Jack, Tully Blanchard, WWE, one of the original Four Horsemen, celebrates a birthday at the age of 69 years old. My good friend Kylie, of course, of Anthony Petita, Kylie, his wife, celebrating a birthday from Blackjacks. Kaylee, how are you doing, my dear? Happy birthday. Colin Clive from the movie Frankenstein celebrates a birthday, the original Frankenstein with Boris Karloff. Bucky Dent, former New York Yankee, according to People magazine, turned 71 years old. Linda Blair from The Exorcist, 64 years old. Courtship of Eddie's father, or the Incredible Hulk, Bill Bixby, celebrates a birthday, folks. How about Bill B.J. Jackson? He passed away, ladies and gentlemen. Remember B.J. and Dirty Dragon? That's right. Or Giggle Snort Hotel when we were growing up. Now we're showing our age. But he passed away, folks. And he was one of the, when growing up in the 70s, he was one of the major things that we used to watch as a kid. Ray Rayner, Bozo, right? They were great shows, Captain Kangaroo, and then you had BJ and Dirty Dragon, or Giggle Snort Hotel. And that was Bill BJ Jackson. He was great. Remember, he had Blob. He used to make all the noise, and had the big clay head. Blah, 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 blah. And he used to dress him up with different outfits. I don't think the dead are doing much celebrating on their birthday. Varen, you're right. It's just called respect, but you're right. Thank you for that. Varen Voss, welcome to Ocean's Pit. Mary Buck, how you doing on my twins' 15th birthday today? Well, happy 15 years old to your twins. God bless you. Wish happy birthday to my 5-year-old Emma. Happy birthday, Emma. Neil Diamond's birthday today, for all you Neil Diamond fans out there. All right, so let's get to the good stuff, folks. Buzz Aldrich, ladies and gentlemen, of course, he was one of the first men to land on the moon there, folks. Of course, you see him in the crazy movies and stuff. He's 93 years old, and he marries a girl half her age, like 3 times half her age, almost like he's dating his granddaughter. I mean, this woman is very young. It's pretty crazy here. Annika Floss, 93, just got married. God bless this guy. The energy that this guy has, you notice that the energy that like a couple of guys I was talking about, Robert Provenzano just turned 80, a good friend of mine. He's out every night. They're out every night, dancing, dressing up, going out. That's the way it is. That's the way it used to be. The new generation have lost all that, but they still go out, and I love that. She's a doctor. God bless. Let's not. Thank you, Craig. Let's not mention Sweet Caroline. Ooh. Yes, let's not mention that song. Excuse me. First of all, because of the whole Boston Red Sox thing. Yeah, but I can't stand the song. But good one, Craig. I'm glad you remember that. Kathy Lazara, I hope you're doing well, honey. She's a doctor. Okay, she's going to, well, Buzz Aldrich is going to need that doctor being 93 years old. Crazy. Yeah, you know what? But you got to give him a little spunk. You got to give him some spunk for that, because you know what? You can actually get up and do that at 93 years old. The energy to go up and get married. God bless. 93 and married a young lady and a boy. Congratulations. You said it, Vernon. Perfect. You just stole the words right out of my lips, man. Congratulations. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Let's thank our good friends from Armando Supermarkets, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin. Danny Mazzi and the crew. Buy local and shop local. And my good friends Michael and Gigi from Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair. For all your collision auto repair needs, go to crashchampions.com. Again, Michael and Gigi celebrating 34 years of marriage. God bless you guys. All right, so now A lot of stuff is coming through the news. You're hearing about all this crazy shit. Now here it is. And you know what? We haven't used this one in a while, but remember one of our favorite things that we use? That's suspicious. That's right. NHS director confirmed hospitals lied about and create an illusion of COVID-19 pandemic. Exposed. Big Pharma. Dr. Robert Malone, MD. It's all over the news right now, folks. They lied about what was happening in the deaths of the hospitals to create an illusion of COVID-19 pandemic. This is coming out more and more. All the stories are coming out. Read upon it yourself. Find out more of your information. I always thought it was weird. Now they're also saying that they want you to get the COVID-19 shot every year. So I remember saying this when COVID first hit, and remember people decided to get the shot or they didn't. And now they're going to make it like a flu shot where you're going to get one every year or mumps or all that kind of stuff. They're going to say, once you get a COVID shot, once a year, just to put more shit into your body. But yeah, so crazy as it is, it's nuts. It's nuts. All right. Truth does not mind being questioned. A lie does not like being challenged. If you are telling the truth or someone's telling you the truth, there's no argument there. It is what it is. Truth does not mind being questioned. Lie, not being challenged. And I love that quote. Thanks for sending that in, Cindy. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys are doing well today. Hope you have a do. Do you see the sun out there? It's beautiful. Hey, Claudette. Hello, my friend. A long time no see. I hope you're well. Kathy, 80 is the new 60. Kathy, we look forward to talking to you at 1 o'clock today after the show, me and Laura. 80 is the new 60. Okay, well, that's great because I don't see the energy anymore. I see energy at my shows. I see people that are out every night, dressing up, spending money, drinking, food, going out every night. Now, these people are, let's say, 50 and up. 50 and up. They're out every night. Every night. It's amazing. And they're going to expensive restaurants every night. How come at that age, people are still gung-ho, and a younger generation seems like they're not that, they're more laid back, not more, I don't know. It's a completely different world, and that's just the way it is. That's what makes my gigs. If it wasn't for me, if it wasn't for you people coming out to my gigs, I wouldn't be working. Buzz wife number 4 for Buzz, huh? Oh, look at that. Interesting. Becky Lee, you betcha. 60, I do the new 40. There you go. I just turned 60, so you guys know what I'm talking about. All right, what do we got here, folks? Again, I mentioned this yesterday. There's a gentleman walking in the Mall of America, Minnesota. I'm sure you've all been there. If you don't know what the Mall of America is, it's a mall and an amusement park all in one, which is kind of cool. And there's no sales tax in Minnesota. Anyway, guy was walking around in a Jesus Saves shirt at the Mall of America. Nothing else. All it says was Jesus Saves. And they had security take him and escort him out of the mall, out of the building, because his shirt said Jesus Saves. Now, what if you were in Minnesota, right, and you had a Bears jersey on, and the back of your Bears jersey, it said the Minnesota Vikings suck? You think they'll walk you out of that mall? No, they won't. No. Even though you're saying that their home team stinks, they won't walk you out of that mall. But because the guy had a Jesus Saves t-shirt, they escorted him out of the mall. It's mind-boggling to me. Now, these are security guards that are supposed to be watching the mall, making sure nobody's making trouble, make sure nobody's robbing, whatever, that kind of stuff, right? Keeping the, so there's no riots or stuff like that. Whatever they're doing there, they're doing. They have time to gather a whole bunch of them, get on a microphone. 4 or 5 security cops have to come and walk a guy out because he has a Jesus Save shirt. Is this crazy what this world's coming to? I mean, if I don't know, man. You know, used to see people walk around with like T-shirts that say "smoke pot" or whatever it is, or they give you the middle finger. They walk you out there? No, they would not walk you out there. Let's speak about something good. How about Jeff Lynne, of course, one of the great singer-songwriters to one of the greatest bands ever. ELO finally is getting inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Love Jeff Lynne. If you're a big ELO fan, plus all the stuff he produced, George Harrison, he produced Tom Petty, he produced Del Shannon. Of course, he produced the Traveling Wilburys. He also produced the three living Beatles at the time anthology. Mall of America is not a great place anymore. Vernon, it's not a great place. You're right. It used to be fun. Remember when it first opened? It was huge. But it's all malls have changed. Even the mall over there in Gurney, the Gurney Mall by us, that's not like it's not like it used to be either. Gotta have fun when you're on the side of the green. Gotta have fun when you're on the side of the green. The young adults still in their room, like freaking kids playing games. Wake up to that. I don't know, Ronnie. I can't tell you. But me and you, I know we're both, our age are up there. So we know I just turned 60. I don't know how old you are, Ron. But what I'm trying to say, it's just a whole different world with everything. And it's sad. It really is sad. But congratulations to Jeff Lynne, ELO songwriter. Very cool. And also congratulate. Look, I was born I'm raised in Elmwood Park as a kid. Graduated high school in Elmwood Park in 81. Here's a gentleman here. I never heard of this guy. Never heard of this guy. His name is Stephen Crow. He graduated Elmwood Park in 1983. So he graduated 2 years after me. And according, he was in the Elm Leaves yesterday. He's got a gold medal in USA roller skating. How cool is that? He's a roller skate champion. So congratulations, a guy from Elmwood Park, Stephen Crow. USA, a medal for rock and spin. It's pretty cool, man. And I never heard of the guy, but you know what? There's a lot of people that I don't know that live in Elmwood Park. But it's good for him. More kudos to that guy. Al Capone. Al Capone has been dead for so many, many years, but he still has an influence in the town of Chicago. When you go out of state, not so much out of state, but if you go into Europe and you say you're from Chicago, Herbie Gaines, it's all different because the oceans are boiling per galore. There you go. Herbie, you're absolutely right. Dawn, how are you doing? And welcome to Ocean's Pit. So Al Capone, right? Everybody is influenced, or not influenced, but everybody is so excited about the mob. All the mob movies have made tons of money. Casino, Goodfellas, Godfather, The Sopranos, #1 show ever on television. In television history, The Sopranos have more Emmys than any other show on television history. And how long has it been off the air? So, Al Capone. If you ever look at the story of any of these mob guys, did you ever notice that none of them got arrested from just cops doing their job and arresting them? No. Most of these guys all went to jail because of a rat in their family. Or their best friends ratted them out. Al Capone didn't go to jail. He went to jail only because of tax evasion. But everywhere you go, if you go like up north somewhere or you go out of the country and you say you're from Chicago, first thing they say is, oh, Chicago, Al Capone, bang, bang. And he's been dead how many years? One thing Al Capone did that a lot of people don't know, he phrased a very, very famous phrase. He said it for the very first time. Al Capone was the one who said this. May 17th, 1929, Al Capone said, "Don't mistake my kindness for weakness." Al Capone was the one who phrased that. Pretty cool. And speaking of Al Capone, let's get some more sponsors underway, folks. Roy McCampbell, attorney at law. If you're looking for an attorney, the right job, call Roy McCampbell, 708-275-4264. Let's not forget Deutsch Power Center. servicing the construction and diesel industry in the Chicagoland area for the last 100 years. Call Sal at Deutsch 224-276-6550. Now, folks, you are seeing us live. Sorry, we had a little technical difficulty. Our computer went down and took a while to reboot up again. But we are live here, so thank you for staying on the show. You're watching us live now on the Tony Ocean Show Facebook page, on the Mo Carrara Facebook page. We're on LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and also, if you can, everybody, please go to the Ocean's Pit Facebook page and like it, share it. Like everybody be start watching us on that particular format, even though you can see them all at the same time. Go to Ocean's Pit. And if I mind you guys, if you can right now, how about sharing the show? Push the button. If you're watching the show for the first time, and if you've been watching the show for a long time, push the button, share it, let everybody know about Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things that's dedicated to the first responders every night, every day of the week. The firemen, the policemen, the military, the farmers, the teachers, everybody, especially, is dedicated to people like you. And also, folks, what's important, Almost Home Foundation. Starting in February, I'm going to be donating my time 1 day a week to help the dogs at the Almost Home Foundation. It's in Schaumburg, folks, off of Irving Park Road. Go down and see Kelly Kane and her crew. They do an incredible job. Almost Home Foundation needs your help. Not only do they need money, they need supplies, but they need volunteers. Take care of the dogs, walk the dogs, feed the dogs. And the money they need, of course, is for medical expenses, for rent, for everything. All those employees at Almost Home Foundation are all volunteers. There's no pay. So please give. Go to almosthomefoundation.org or go to the Almost Foundation Facebook page and give. Help those pets. They need you more than you can imagine. All right, so don't forget another last sponsor, Trico Hair Experts, recreating great hair days. Anthony and Carmela from Rosemont, 773-999-788, folks. It's very, very important, men, women, and children. And don't forget our good buddy from Don Esteban Cigars, Tarpon Springs, Florida. Get them hand-rolled and delivered right to your home. Call Javier at 727-366-7536. All right. Tomorrow is Wednesday. We're going to be at Rosario's with my new rock band, Mojo's Jukebox, unplugged tomorrow. So if you guys aren't doing anything, come on out. Some great pizza, great food, and come out and see Mojo's. Thursday, we'll be making our debut at Rosebud in Lamont with Tony Toto. And special guest, which I'm going to announce tomorrow, coming in for direct from Naples, Italy, will be joining us on Thursday. Yeah, we're going to tell you whose dad is. So come on out there. It's going to be a lot of fun. He helped low-income. Yeah, he did help low-income families, Tony. He did. Hey, Mark, how you doing? It's all different. Yes, that's Thursday. Friday, Chicago Prime with Jeff Dubray. And then Saturday, Taverna on the Vision in Melrose Park. I haven't been there since November of last year with Jeff Dubray, sound and lights, and extraordinary vocals. Of course, Tony Toto on drums. And Daniela Croco from the Jersey Girls. That's this Saturday, 28th of January. All right. So, Toto, you did a lot, El Capone. You did, of course. Always think of the bad stuff. Woodstock. The town of Woodstock, Illinois, ladies and gentlemen. 30 years celebrating Groundhog's Day. Of course, the movie with Bill Murray. And, of course, about the Groundhog's Day. It was a pretty cool movie, actually. Imagine waking up and doing the same shit every morning, 7 days a week. Just talk to the same people, the same stuff. Zoe, get down there. Get down. Get down. Zoe, get down. Anyway, talking to my dog who's jumping up on the oven over there. Not good. Yes. Hey, Mo, hope you're feeling better. Well, Laurie, I am. It's getting better. What's with all these politicians with all these top secret documents? Are they selling them? God, Vernon. Vernon Voss, I'm going to tell you something, pal. You have said it again the right way. What are they doing with all these forms? Why are they in their garages and their homes? It's crazy what's going on. Miles Green, another great entertainer in the Chicagoland area. How you doing, my buddy Miles? I hope you're doing well, pal. Just in, classified documents were found at Pence's home in Indiana last week and retrieved by the DOJ. Like Biden, the search was intimidated by Pence. It appears innocent, not political, just news. Dogs on one side, computers going down. It's a great day. Um, yeah, well, whatever it is, now the coin is flipped to the new regime. They're coming down on him. What about Joy Behar, whatever her name is, from The View, said that the Republicans planted this stuff in Biden's home? Oh, they'll try to do anything. Anyway, happy 30 years Groundhog's Day in Woodstock. Happy National Hot Sauce Day for all you people who love hot sauce. I love hot sauce. I put hot sauce on everything. I tried putting it in my mouth. Hopefully it would help my sore throat. I mean, it's not even sore. It's just gone. Oh, my God. Macy's says goodbye. They're on their final stretch before all the Macy's stores will be closed. God, afternoon, Kim Peterson LaFew, another great singer in the Chicagoland area. How you doing, Kim? Yeah, so Macy's, we all used to go to Macy's, right? Used to get some great clothes, blah, 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 blah. But they're at their final stretch of closing their doors, Macy's. Okay, folks, remember, great quote. This was sent in by Judy from Brookfield. She says, people will throw stones at you. Don't throw them back. Collect them and build an empire. How cool is that? Love that. Thank you so much for that quote. Ronnie B. Alva says, my grandmother and grandfather knew Al Capone. Got along with him just fine. He helped out folks in the neighborhood. Of course he did. And of course, that's the good side of him. And then, of course, there was bad sides of it. But they're just being those people. The hypocrites in the town. I go back and I talk this a lot of times. When you're doing good, they love you. They're behind you. They back you. Boy, you screw up once and they'll turn your back on you in a heartbeat. Okay? Now, Al Capone's a different story. But what he did at the time took care of his town. John Gotti in New York took care of his town, his people, his streets. The people in our neighborhood took care of our town. They were safe. They always get remembered for the shit they did bad. Again, my good friend Ron Onesti took some shit just earlier this week. Sorry, folks, that's a button. It's not a real dog. That's just a button that we push when we want to hear a dog bark. So here we go. Push. And so Ron Onesti going through that shit right now because of the situation. But nobody ever forgets all the good stuff. They just can't wait to hammer somebody when they're on their way up or when they're up and when they're doing things. Someone's always to knock you down. Nancy, how are you doing? Yes, well, thank you, Nancy. I hope you are doing well, my friend. Welcome to Ocean's Pit, little show about things. So thank you for that quote. People will throw stones at you. Don't throw them back. Collect them and build an empire. Show them who you are. Another legendary Chicagoland radio host from 93 XRT, Lynn Breham, has passed away yesterday. Boy, what a voice he had. Everything for XRT. If you followed XRT at the time, I used to listen to XRT back in the 80s. When some of the radio stations started turning to disco and shit, all you had was XRT. The loop was turning. Everything was turning. So XRT still played a lot of local unsigned acts. So they did support a lot of local entertainers, XRT. So they lost the great Lynn Breham. Our prayers go out to the family. Our society loves to dig up dirt. You're right, Tony. Right, Boyd? The show is going to the dogs. Thank you, Richard. Yes. Yes. Oh, that's a good one. We should put a T-shirt with that. But our society loves to dig up dirt. Right. They dig up dirt on somebody because someone, if they're cool or they're doing the right stuff, someone has to look at that person and say, there's something just not right there. He's got to be hiding something. They're always looking for that. Jealousy is a bitch. CBS and NFL, Tom Brady cheating once, cheating twice, cheating for the third time again. He got fined $1,600 for trying to trip a player. You know what? This Brady is a piece of garbage. Let me tell you something. Here's a guy who had the world by the balls. How many championships with the Patriots? Right? Goes to another team, wins another championship. I mean, they changed the rules for this guy when he got hurt that one year. They got hurt that one year. They changed the Brady law. Now you can barely tag the quarterback. And if it was the quarterback from the Chiefs before Mahomes, or if it was like a team that's not that popular, well, you can beat the hell out of that quarterback. But now Tom Brady gets fined again for cheating for the third time. Crybaby. Here is my message to Tom. Doesn't make a difference. I don't like him. You guys know I don't like him, but retire. You're old. You're done. You're finished. Okay? It's done. You have nothing else to prove. Go something else. God, I can't keep hearing about Tom Brady and his plastic surgery. He's a football player, and half the time this guy's got a helmet on. You don't even see his face half the time when he plays. I love this quote. Sometimes people call you an asshole in life. When you have an energetic personality, you always get that claim. But yes, if they call me asshole, yes, sometimes I can get there. I think we all can. I've never been called stupid. I've never been called ignorant. I've never been called ugly. So sometimes I became called an asshole. I think we all have in life. Give it to him today, Tony. I'm trying. Jill, I hope you're doing well. I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, you get some calls, you get some emails. Look, 99% of my emails and texts from you people are incredible, but you get one or two every now and then. It's okay. I put myself out there. When I open my mouth every day, I know I'm going to get people that's either going to say cool or they're going to say this guy's a whack job or whatever it is. But that's why we still have freedom of speech. It might not last that long, but we're still going to do it, folks. All right. Disney. Remember when we were growing up, everybody went to Disney for vacation. I never got to go to Disney for vacation. My parents never wanted to go to Disneyland. Straight shooter, your show, always entertaining. Thank you, Robert Collins. I appreciate that, my friend, and I hope you're doing well. Zoe, get down. Okay. So here's a family, not Disney. It's going through a lot of crap right now. We're changing the rules. I don't trust anything that goes out of Disney, folks. It's a small world. That's all. That whole clean and pure. That's all gone now. That's all gone. And here is something that happened. A family is putting a lawsuit against Disney. Claims that a worker laughed at a disabled mom when she tripped coming off the Jungle Cruise ride. Now, of course, the mother died months later, but now they have a big lawsuit on that. Now, this is a crew. There's a person who works for Disney actually points to the lady when she falls and laughs at her. Now, first of all, you're wearing a Disney uniform. You're working for that company. Cameras, people are watching you all the time. To laugh at a disabled, bad enough to laugh when anybody falls, but a disabled mom laughing, not trying to help her up. I hope Disney writes them a nice big check. That's what I'm thinking. Write them a big check. One of the greatest movies ever made celebrates 80 years old. Casablanca. Casablanca celebrates 80 years old. Nothing better than Humphrey Bogart playing against Sam, right? What a great movie that was. 80 years. 80th anniversary to Casablanca. There will never be another movie like it. Not like that. Happy anniversary to my good friends Captain Rick and Chrissy Bloomingberg. If you're watching, listening out there, Captain, step up. Happy anniversary to my two good friends. And Beatle fans, Albert, if you're out there, George Harrison. On this day, folks, 1971, George Harrison was the first solo member of the Beatles to have a number one hit with the song My Sweet Lord. Was a great song. Number one hit. Very first solo Beatle to have a number one hit, My Sweet Lord, in 1971. It went number one. How cool is that? Of course, years later, George Harrison, that song was sued by the Chiffons. Remember the song they wrote? They did in the 50s. He's so fine, gonna make you mine. Well, my sweet Lord is my sweet Lord. So they sued, and George Harrison lost that lawsuit. I don't know how much money he had to pay the writer of the Chiffons, the song who wrote "He's So Fine," but that's a flip of the coin, a different story. But George Harrison having the very first number one as a solo after the Beatles are left. Um, okay, what else we got here? 55 years ago, the big snow. Now we're supposed to get snow tomorrow, folks. 2 inches, 3 inches in certain parts of Chicago. Watch everybody freak out because the snow's coming. Well, picture about this, folks. January 26th and January 27th of the year 1967. Were you guys, some of you guys were probably around to remember this. I was a kid, but I remember it. Get this, folks. This was the big snow. Big snow. 23 inches of snow fell on those 2 days. The winds were 53 miles per hour on those 2 days. 4 to 6 feet of snow drifts. Everything was covered. 20,000 cars and 1,600 CTA buses were stranded in the snow. $150 million in business money lost when those 2 days with all that snow. Do you guys remember it? I was a little kid. I used to love snow. What did I know? I didn't have to go to work. I didn't have to go to school. I didn't have to drive a car. I was too small. So we went out and played in the snow. It was okay. Teresa remembers 67. Thank you, Luann. I'm one in a million. You're one in a million, honey. And we're out playing in it and loving it, right, honey? And now people are scared of it if the snow comes. 2 inches come, it feels like the whole world is coming to an end. Well, I can't go out. It's got 2 inches of snow. 23 inches of snow in 1967. Wow. How cool is that? Our prayers go out to all of our Jewish friends, of course. Today is Holocaust Remembrance Day. Horrible tragedy that happened. I can't even imagine to think what those people had to go through. It just scares me sometimes if I ever watch. Sometimes I love history, so I go back and listen, and I watch all these old programs about the war and about Hitler and about all this crazy stuff. One man had all that power. And it makes you wonder that all these people around him were so weak that nobody can step up to him to have him do what he did to these people. It's mind-boggling. So, our prayers, again, for Holocaust Remembrance Day today. All right. Now, correct me if I'm wrong here. History. I love history. I don't know if all you love history, but I love history. The New World doesn't want us to like history. The new regime, woke, the new regime don't want us to like history. They want nothing to know about the past unless it fits in their agenda. Native American history, Black history. It's history, folks. This stuff happened. The mob, history. The West, history. It all happened. They're trying to wipe that off. They're trying to make it look like this shit never happened. Books are being banned. Movies are being took off the shelves. What's going on? What's going on? If we're suffering like this, imagine what the kids what's the surface of these kids when they're growing up? Where are they going? What are they going to be thinking? Last but not least, folks, John Adams. Who is John Adams? I'll tell you what John Adams is. He was on January 24th, 1745. He was the very first person to be photographed. He was a shoemaker. Very first person to be photographed, John Adams, January 24th, 1745. He died in 1849 at the age of 104 years old. There's a little history for you. John Adams. All right, folks. Well, it's come to the end of the hour. And before we go, we have one more sponsor to thank. Let's not forget our good friends, of course, from Patriot Funding Incorporated. That's Dave Antonelli, commercial money lending at its finest. When timing is everything, it's Dave Antonelli. Give him a call, 630-675-4730. Buy local, shop local. And don't forget, folks, one of my favorites and one of yours, our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace Hardware, our good friends from Ace Hardware. That's right. It's brought to you by good friends and sponsors, Norwich Ace Hardware and Des Plaines Ace Hardware. Remember, they've been helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. That's right. Two great locations, folks. The one in Norwich, 8330 West Lawrence Avenue, and the one in Des Plaines, 1175 Lee Street. On the 16th of February, we're going to be at Norwich, me and my wife Laura, for a live remote. And they got some good stuff that they're going to be giving away, specials for that day. But there's specials all the time, January and February, folks. Handyman service. Need to rent a truck. Get your window screen repaired. They have get your keys done. A Children's Miracle Network. We're proud sponsors with the Children's Miracle Network. Consider rounding up your purchase and give back to those in need. Tons of stuff are happening at the Norwich and Des Plaines Ace Hardware. That's the place to be. Thank you so much, Raffaello and Jackie. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's come to the end of the hour. Don't forget, tomorrow, Mojo's Jukebox at Rosario's. Thursday, we'll be at Rosebud in Lamont. Friday, Chicago Prime. And Saturday, we'll be at Taverna on Division. I want to thank you all for being such great people listening and watching the show. Again, today, we're sorry we had a little bit of, as the computer does sometimes here, it just froze. So we do appreciate it very much. Remember, buy local, shop local, keep supporting live entertainment and live establishments that have live entertainment. And please be kind to everybody out there. Be good, guys. It's very, very important. And the great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. Peace and love to all of you. Tony Toto, I'll see you tonight for a private birthday party at Donnie G's. Jerry James, if you're watching up in Florida, have a good vacation, buddy. Love you all. God bless you. See you tomorrow. Nick Sahajas, the piano man, going to take us.
Time to go. It's the end of the show. See you later from Tony.